Our popular slat wall displays are now available in retail counter display versions. This four-sided slat wall display cube rotates for easy accessibility to all sides. Choose from a variety of slat wall accessories to customize the appearance of your display. This rotating countertop display is available in black, white, cherry, and maple. The countertop slat wall display ships with assembly instructions, 4 side panels, a stationary base panel and a rotating base panel, a base plate, a top panel, 8 screws, 16 cam locks, 8 wooden dowels, and 8 adhesive cam lock cover labels. To begin assembly, attach the 4 side panels to each other. Using a screwdriver, tighten 4 cam lock screws into the corresponding holes on these wider panels. Then place a narrow side panel sideways onto a wide panel, gently placing the narrow panel onto the cam lock screws on the wider panel. The cam lock screws should be visible in the corresponding round holes on the narrow panel. After placing a narrow panel onto the cam lock screws on one of the wide panels, insert a cam lock nut into each of the 2 round holes on the narrow panel where the screws adjoin the panels, and tighten each cam lock nut so that it secures the corresponding cam lock screw. The cam lock nuts have grooves on one side which can fit standard or Phillips head screwdrivers. Note that one of the grooves is longer than the other 3. This groove indicates which end of the cam lock nut opens, and it should point toward the cam lock screw as the nut is being inserted. Attach the other narrow panel to this same wide panel in the same way. When the 2 narrow panels are secured to the wide panel, finish the assembly of the main body of the display by connecting the second wide panel to the exposed edges of the 2 narrow panels. Lower the wide panel onto the edges of the narrow panels, placing the attached cam lock screws into the corresponding holes on the edges of the narrow panels. Insert cam lock nuts into the corresponding holes and tighten them to secure the assembly. Next, assemble the rotating base. The stationary base panel is the one with a single round hole. There are pre-drilled holes in one side of the stationary base panel. Secure the base plate to the stationary base panel using 4 screws. Then, turn the stationary base panel upside down on top of the rotating base panel. Using the base plate, rotate the stationary base panel so that the round hole exposes one of the screw holes in the rotating base panel. Align the first of these 4 screw holes with a screw hole in the base plate. Place a screw through the screw hole in the base plate and secure that screw in the hole on the bottom of the rotating base panel. Then, rotate the stationary base panel 90 degrees so that the round hole exposes the next screw holes in the base plate and the rotating base panel. Use a screw to again secure the base plate to the rotating base panel. Continue rotating the stationary base panel and inserting and securing a screw every 90 degrees. When the base panels are secured to each other with the base plate in between, screw 8 cam lock screws into the corresponding holes at the edge of the rotating base panel. Turn the main body of the countertop display upside down. Lower the base onto the main body, aligning the cam lock screws with the corresponding holes in the bottom edges of the main body. Secure the main body to the base using 8 cam lock nuts. Tighten each of the nuts around the corresponding cam lock screws. To attach the top panel, place the wooden dowels on the inner sides of the main panels. Push each of the dowels halfway through the corresponding holes on the inner side of the main panels. Then, lower the top panel to rest on these protruding dowels. Use 1 round adhesive label to cover each cam lock hole. Your rotating slat wall display is now ready for use.